Welcome to ranking Honkai Star Rail character trailers through version 2.1. So from March 7th all the way to Aventurine. Before I was a full-time YouTuber, I actually went to film school and worked in the animation and video game industry for 7 or 8 years. I've edited several trailers similar to these. So with my professional experience, I will be giving my personal opinion on all these character teasers and which ones I like the best. Some of these trailers are jaw-dropping. Jaw-dropping? You know what I mean. That being said, our categories for today are S tier. The trailer absolutely blew me away. A tier, really good still. B tier, pretty good. C, it's all right. And D, I'm not feeling it personally. Starting off with March 7th, let's take a photo. This was uploaded on April 21st, 2022, so almost exactly 2 years ago from today. This trailer's pretty cute, you know, some nice upbeat music. What I found unexpected was the tone shift between the sort of goofy March 7th fare to something more melancholy when we look back on our time frozen in the ice. That amount of emotional depth was sort of impressive for these earlier trailers. That being said, it is still very simple. It utilizes a lot of her in-game animations. Other than that small section, it is pretty surface level. I'm gonna rank this one C tier. It's all right. Serval, the cusp of ignition. This is a very short trailer. This one was only a little bit over a minute long. In the trailer, she is singing one of her own songs, so that's pretty cool. There's some nice effects, some pretty cool animations. However, as is the case with a lot of these earlier trailers, the animations they do use are primarily in-game. Custom animation for cinematics built from the ground up is incredibly expensive and time-consuming, so I understand in these earlier trailers they probably just didn't have the budget and the time to commit to that. Since it's so short and I feel like it didn't have a whole lot of substance to it, I'm gonna put Serval's in the C tier as well. Bailu in torrid heat. I thought this trailer was kind of cute, but I just didn't really feel anything while watching it. When I'm watching a trailer, I'm looking for emotional impact, how excited I get about the character. I want it to make me feel something, but I didn't feel much of anything while watching Bailu's. I'm gonna place this one in D. I'm not really feeling it. Yanqing tempered chill. Again, this is one of the earlier trailers and it just is filled to the brim with his in-game animations. There's not a whole lot of anything that adds to his character or his custom in this trailer. It's honestly kind of bland and not my favorite. I'm sorry, Yanqing, you're a G, but I'm putting you in D tier. Himiko Star Chaser. All right, now this one also has a lot of reused animation. However, there is such good music in this, and the shots, the cinematography in this is surprisingly good for one of these older trailers. There's a few shots where I genuinely got chills while watching this. The music hits perfectly with her ult in particular.
Poverty never conceals its desire to control the heavens. I'm no exception. Trailblazing means that every step we take is a step closer to the stars.
I don't know what it is. I've rewatched this one a few times because I felt like I was gaslighting myself by giving it this ranking. I was like, there's no way. But I like this one. It makes me feel something. I'm gonna place Himiko's in B. Pretty good. It's definitely my favorite of the older animated trailers. Gepard in the name of Landau. The first part of this trailer is Gepard walking simulator. He really be strutting. He's not even strutting. He's just taking a stroll. I mean, you already know the song and dance by now. Again, with the reused animations, it doesn't really add a whole lot. The one cute thing at the very end of this trailer is he is humming his sister Serval's song. Not cute enough to get him out of the D tier though. Not really feeling it. Zila Uneventful Night, which is essentially a combo trailer with Bronya, which I thought was interesting since Bronya doesn't actually have her own trailer. We have some cute moments with them working together. I thought some of the transitions were quite clever, but overall I feel like it didn't particularly get me hyped for Zila. Zila's trailer is C tier. I'd say it's all right. Next up is Jingyuan, Heaven and Earth as a chessboard. Jingyuan is playing chess against Yanqing, and it sort of cuts to him on the chessboard as a player himself, which I guess is pretty cool. Okay. But otherwise, he's just kind of fighting. I don't know, maybe I'm being particular, but I like when trailers either add something to a character that is more dimensional than what we normally see, or it is just hype AF in my face, makes me so excited for them. But you know what, I felt pretty neutral about this one, I'm not gonna lie. On the verge of being a B tier, however, I'm gonna put Jingyuan in a C tier. It was just all right. Silver Wolf got a date. I love this one. It is so nicely stylized with the gaming theme. It's so cute that she's playing Honkai Impact 3rd at the beginning of the trailer, which is a nice Easter egg. Lots of unique animations. The effect work is so cool. It's so unique to her character and her worldview. you. It's very clear what type of person she is and perhaps what her playstyle will be. And it's just very interesting to watch as a viewer. Almost tempted to put her in S tier, but I'm gonna put Silverwolf in A tier. This is a really good trailer. Locha, the Traveler and His Oath. This one has good music. You know, it has a nice emotional soundtrack, but I feel like otherwise it's pretty bland. Another case of walking simulator. Locha is just such a mysterious man, and I feel like this doesn't add too much other than, oh, he's nice to kids. Yeah. I'm all for slower paced trailers, but I feel like this one was lacking in emotional impact. Compared to what I put in the D tier, I don't think it's quite on that level. I'm gonna put this in C. It's all right. Blade, Death Approaches. This one has some killer imagery with the death flowers, the candle flames. If you've watched a lot of anime, you've probably seen these red flowers that signify doom and dismemberment. The music is a bop. I like the mix of sort of slow and fast paced throughout the trailer. Also that laugh, oh my god, he has this insane laugh. Another one that gave me chills, made me super excited for Blade to be released. Has to be an A tier. Definitely a really good trailer. Following the Stellaron Hunter train, we have Kafka, A Dramatic Irony. I freaking love this character trailer. This is a top class, top tier piece of work. Top of the line animations, music remix, effects, pacing, everything. Fantastic choice of music. You know, we see Kafka playing the violin at the very beginning of this game, so of course she's gonna have a classical music remix. The editing in this is just insane, and I highly suspect the editor had access to this particular song while doing boards. They definitely crafted this around the music instead of vice versa, where the song is composed after the video has already been edited. Chef's kiss. The hallway scene where she's just drop kicking punks is so satisfying with all those animations. Also, the rose petals as blood, prime. I have watched this trailer so many times. I was about to say dozens, but I feel like it's probably been more than that. I also love the ending where you hear the gunshot off frame.
As for the ending, wanna take a guess? Heads or tails? What's your answer? Pow!
S tier, absolutely blown away. Claps to you, Horrorverse. This still remains the go of these trailers, really. Next, we have Imbibitor Lunae, The Prodigal's Return. Now, it is extremely difficult to follow up Kafka's trailer. Unfortunate, a slight return to the less interesting animations, but we do have really good music, and I love the dragon effects, especially towards the ends of this trailer. It made me feel something, you know, I like to get a little emotional when I watch these. I've watched these several times yesterday to try to get my ranking in order, and honestly a really good metric is, does it give you chills and does it make you like feel that like swell of emotion in your throat? You know what I'm saying? This one, it had a little hint of that, and you know what, I'm gonna put it on par with the hint of it that I felt while watching Himiko's. I'd say Imbibitor Lunae's is a B tier. It's pretty good. Fushen, Omniscience Spares None. Fushen is an interesting case because her alt animation is S tier. I love her alt animation. It carries this trailer. And outside of this one section, I feel like this trailer is just a little meh for me. I feel like it's not really adding too much to her as a character, and it didn't get me as hype as I kind of wanted it to. Potentially controversial, but I'm gonna put Fushen's trailer in C tier. I think it was just all right. Also keep in mind that I am definitely comparing these to each other. You know, it's like, do I feel emotional watching Fushen's compared to how I felt watching Imbibitor Lunae? Like, no, I definitely felt more Imbibitor Lunae. However, I felt more than that for Blade and Kafka. My pants fell off. No, well, you see what I mean? Like, they're sort of in relation to one another. Even if C sounds harsh, that's, you know, it's kind of how it has to go. Next, we have Jingliu, Squidward. Again, with the good imagery, similar to Blade's. I do really like the opening few shots where the hands are coming up and sort of enveloping her. Sort of a dark, moody piece. For some reason, this one did not hit me as hard emotionally as I kind of wanted it to, but I still think this is a really cool trailer. It punched me like a little bit, but I wanted it to wallop me, you know? I want a little better for it. I'm gonna say this was a B. Pretty good. Topaz, Expert Tutorial. This trailer surprised me a lot. It was so unique and funny. I genuinely laughed out loud a couple times while watching this. Like when Topaz is giving the bill to Herta and Asta, and Herta's like, see you. And this is an interesting metric. It makes me like her more than I do. I don't like Topaz as a character that much. Oh, okay, well, she is growing on me, but this trailer made me like her more. That's not an easy thing to do, but that's how you know a trailer is successful, if it makes you want that character. It makes you like them better. I think this is an incredible, unique piece. I think this is an S tier. I was absolutely blown away by Topaz's trailer. Woho, Night of Thrills. Again, another super surprising trailer in my opinion. Her tail is awesome. He is so freaking cool and was featured very, very well. Like, the tail is a badass in this trailer. Great animation and effects. The music is so good. This is such a hype trailer for a character like Woho. I'm serious. It's crazy. I would say this is the most surprising trailer out of all the ones I've watched, because you're just not really expecting it with a character like Woho, who's a sort of kind of meek, scaredy cat. Maybe it's a metaphor. You know, we don't take her as seriously as we should. We go into the trailer thinking, it's gonna be mid, whatever. But then the tail says, no, sit down. This is gonna be a fire trailer. And fire it was. S tier, absolutely blown away. Woho's trailer was incredible. Argenti, Chivalric Romances. Another trailer that shows off his character very well. Again, very funny. The trailer is very humorous. It is a perfect reflection of Argenti's delusional mind. Most of the trailer is just like, sparkles, glamour. It's giving chic. It's giving, and then it just cuts and March is like, what are we doing? What are you talking about? I don't think it's quite on the level of how I felt watching Topaz's, but it's still really good. I'm gonna put Argenti's in an A tier. Ron May, In All Does Life Flow. This one didn't make me particularly excited for Ron May. It's got the cute little babies in it though. I think this one could have afforded to go darker actually. You know, it's sort of like peaceful, calm, but then under the surface, you know, in the basement. She has skeletons in her closet, but otherwise I feel like this is very surface level. I think overall this trailer was just all right. I'm gonna put it in the C tier. Dr. Ratio, Supreme Idiocy. Of course it would be called that. We had cool effects. We had a bathtub scene. Dr. Ratio was serving face throughout this whole trailer. We had some amazing facial expressions, which is very specific, but it is what it is. Dr. Ratios, I'm gonna say is A tier. It was really good, but not quite perfect. Black Swan Lullaby. Now, when I was talking earlier about Ron May needing a bit more spookiness in her trailer, Black Swan brought it. The haunting music, it feels very fitting for her character. Like Dr. Ratio, she was also serving face throughout this trailer, especially, oh my god, relax. Like, I think this trailer does a really good job at both showing off her character, getting you hyped, and it just making you feel intrigued. Black Swan's trailer is really good as well, also an A tier. All right, y'all have been waiting for this one. Next is Sparkle, Monodrama. Another masterclass in effects, visually stunning. 100,000% made me want to pull for her, even if I had zero interest before watching this trailer. She's crazy and I love her. It also plays into the dreamy nature of Penacony in general. Like this is like the dark side. All the effects are so crazy and out there. This can only happen if it's just within a dream. Sparkle in general is just high-key creepy. She can masquerade as anybody. I think it's very on brand that her trailer is very off-putting. S tier, absolutely blown away. Again, masterclass. Hoyoverse has done it again. Next we have Acheron, Your Color. This is another fantastic one. It is so good. I personally love the combo of the 2D and 3D animations throughout, putting in that makeup ad on the billboards. It's haunting, it's emotional. Blade Runner effect of this bright, colorful utopia up against somebody who's in emotional turmoil. Very cinematic, amazing music. This is just a very touching piece, and it's very hype. Acheron obviously deserved something so grandiose, and I think this is the perfect trailer for her. Acheron, S tier. I was absolutely blown away when I watched her trailer. And finally, we have Aventurine, The Golden Touch. I felt like this one was fun. It was a nice, colorful, fun jaunt. You know, he's a gambler. Of course, we're gonna have a lot of imagery relating to that. However, in my reaction video, I mentioned that I kind of wish there was a little bit more. I wanted a switch up. I wanted an emotional switch up like halfway through or near the end of this. You know, he's this grandiose gambler, confident, but as we've seen in the Trailblaze mission, he also has a lot of darker parts to his personality that I was kind of hoping would come out. The trailer just felt a little superficial to me. Personally, I'm gonna put Aventurine's trailer in B tier. I think it was pretty good. All right, so that is all the trailers. I do want to rank my top 3 numerically, just so you can kind of see where they land. My personal number 3 favorite trailer is Acheron. Number 2, and I went so back and forth on this, is Sparkle. But my number 1 favorite trailer out of all the Honkai Star Rail character teasers, of course, is Kafka. This has always been my number 1. I have watched it, like I said, dozens upon dozens of times. And you know what? While we're sitting here, I think Topaz and Huohuo being number 4 and 5 feels appropriate as well. All right, so this is my personal list. You know, I know that this stuff is sort of up to your own interpretation. So let me know in the comments below what your personal top 3 favorite trailers are. I'm gonna leave a link to this tier list in the description below. If you want to fill it out for yourself, I would love to see. If you want to tag me on Twitter, send me your list. Let me know what you think. I want to check it out too. And be sure to check out your boy Aventurine in version 2.1, which is available right now. If you need a blonde-haired gambler on your team, I have just the guy for you. Be sure to subscribe if you're interested in Honkai Star Rail and want to see more nonsense like this. And I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.